Good.
You got it?
So we're going to demonstrate a tennis elbow. So the tennis elbow is described as epicondylitis. So epicondyle means the bottom of your upper arm, the humerus, right? And the lateral epicondylitis means the outer part. So when that bone is the insertion of all these extensor muscles, right? So first we're going to demonstrate those extensor muscles. And the way to demonstrate them is to lock your elbow and then, like a bike, pull it back. And you see her big muscles here? Well, those big muscles are connected to the epicondyle. And if you keep doing this, theoretically, you'll get epicondylitis. But that's generally not what people do, but they do play tennis. So what happens when you play tennis? You grip the racket and you extend your arm, and so the problem is whenever you grip, so grip hard, in other words, you make a fist, that's when these muscles get activated and can, with repetition, create epicondylitis, right? So one of the things we want to do is we give people advice before we treat the tennis elbow. And the advice is that what is the movement that seems to create that massive impact of pulling at this epicondyle. So go and open that door with the outstretched hand. So what happens is that because this hand is outstretched, the muscles are going to activate. But try to open the door with your arm bent. Go ahead and open the door. Those muscles are not activated anymore, right? So two of the most common ways to activate this muscle is when you reach out to open the door, or when you reach out to grab a cup of coffee, which we don't have here, but imagine this was a cup. Go ahead and reach out for the cup. You're extending the muscles again. So those are two common things that people may not know they've got tennis elbow, but whenever you have pain around the elbow, then you must consider it, and then you must figure out if those maneuvers make it worse, because if you don't stop doing it, it's going to become much more chronic. And when this goes on and on and on for weeks and months, then it feels like the whole thing hurts, right? Now, some subtle way, the other ways that this becomes a problem is when you try to open a bottle, right? Or a screw top. To get the maximum power, you stretch your arms out. So now you will be advised to bring that container close to you, and when you extend to the neutral position, not in a fully extended position. So this is a neutral position, so make a fist. No, neutral position, make a fist. Okay, look at that. Now pull it back. It's more powerful, right? So when you are making a fist, or you're trying to hold something, and you twist, try to bring it to the neutral position, not to the fully extended position, because the fully extending engages those muscles. So that's the advice I tell people, that these are the movements that brought it on, and you must find a way around it. When you get tennis elbow, the best you can do is not do those moves and put a lot of heat to increase circulation. But because this has gone on for months and months and months, and he looks so miserable, look at him, he looks so miserable. Now we're going to go ahead and put him out of his misery with a potassium infusion. We're just going to give him a steroid shot in his elbow, because we don't believe in euthanasia, right? Because he's only like, we won't go into that. Let's get on with it. Okay, so the next step, just reaching it behind you. Improvise a little bit. Always like that guy. Not allergic to shellfish or anything like that, are you? No. It's cool. All right, do me a favor, just get some gauze from around the corner. Okay. So this is a local area. It's not really it doesn't have to be an aseptic technique. It's like doing a subcutaneous. But so where the elbow joint is, or the epicondyle, and we know that these muscles then come and join this area. Actually, I notice a lot of swelling right here, so I have to find the sweet spot, which is going to be around here. Is that correct?
No, it's further down.
Further down.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah.
It's even lower than that.
Yeah,
Now
so
you're getting closer.
And then, but not down here.
A little bit, no.
And not so much back there.
No.
And not so much back there.
Correct.
Not so much there. So whenever you're putting any injection, like a steroid, you have to get to the sweet spot. When we do peptide injections or PRP injection, you have to get to the sweet spot, because that's the area you want the recovery. There's no point going, 1 centimeter above or below. You want to get to the sweet spot. No easier way to find the sweet spot than pressing on the sweet spot, right? And so when I find the sweet spot, I still go for 360 all the way around to make sure there is not a sweet spot that I missed. And you can sometimes find two sweet spots. So I've got a mixture of a steroid with lidocaine. The idea of the lidocaine is that it'll make the patient feel better right away. So if we hit the right spot, they're going to say, oh, I don't have any pain. So the same spot that I'm finding is the sweet spot. Once I finish and he says, oh, I don't have pain, that means the steroid went to the right spot. The lidocaine will wear off, but the steroid will kick in and continue for, within a week you should see a significant difference, maybe even in a few days. And then the effect should be permanent or last at least several months. And after you do it, you can't be doing this and doing butterflies. And I think you mentioned a few maneuvers that brought it out, right? Okay. Just sit back and relax. It's like on a plane. I'll get that pillow actually. Put that on the lap and just sort of make it a little bit comfortable for you. Just turn that around. There we go. Okay. So what's missing is the cover there. All right. Now I should change this one over to a smaller. So you can do the next one, right?
Sure.
You can easily do it.
I can do it.
So I actually have my indentation of where I put the pressure.
I do want you to find the right spot. So keep poking. I'll let you know.
So,
I don't think you're getting it, and I don't know why.
we'll reproduce the position that you're in before. I tell you what, I think I just went too low. So much swelling everywhere. Because when you get indentation, I know it's mine now, but the indentation means there's a ton of swelling here. So swelling starts in one place and the gravity pushes it down.
Now you're that.
And that one?
No.
It's this one, right?
Yeah, that one.
And then how about a little bit below it?
Not so much. No.
No, I think it's exactly
Yeah,
around here.
you're hitting
Got
it again.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So that's the area. Good.
Yeah. I heard that.
Yeah.
You'll have it in a minute.
The orthopede, when I had frozen shoulder, did the 1, 2, 3 trick, and it was a very big needle into my shoulder, and she got to 2, and she drove it in, and I felt it hit the bone.
Not
and,
about
and it was like, oh wow.
No, the
That's-
shoulder shot shouldn't hurt at all like that.
Oh no, man, she got me.
No, she got you.
None.
Sorry. She's gonna give you insurance.
She's good though.
Yeah.
She's good.
Just cut it out. So you're just fanning it around the area then?
Yeah. See, we're trying to get underneath the tendon, you see? So I did from one angle, I'm going to do it from another angle. And I can tell when I'm on the tendon because it's hard to push in.
Okay.
When I'm underneath it, then it's easy to push in. Good, man, you did it. Excellent. So just rub that in, spread it out. Great. Okay, so now the trick is this. The camera's got to go off now. I'm just kidding. So does that hurt now? Does that hurt now? Does that hurt?
No.
Down here?
No.
Over there?
No, but I know that's the spot.
Pressure, yeah. But I think this is where it's at for sure. So if for any reason that becomes the issue, then we'll do that spot. But that's too high up for the tendon. Yeah, it's usually, like you said, lower down, because I had it myself. I had it in 2 elbows, but I didn't allow it to get bad enough to need a shot. So I'm just gonna put a band-aid. This should be a band-aid there. Oh, you got one? There we go. I should put the band-aid on for you. You should stop. Thank you. Great. So just